Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to another live show with Sirus Migration. Today, we have a great news for all the students studying in Australia or for those who are wanting to study in Australia. So, we gonna give you the good news, but let me introduce myself. I'm Mickey Chhabra, the head of education with Sirus Migration, and we have our registered migration agent, Ashani Yapa. Everybody knows her very well. She's been live and alive on most of the weekly shows here with Sirus Migration. So thank you for joining in
You're
today,
welcome.
Ashani, to give
Very
us.
excited today.
Yes, so good news is for the 485 visa, the students who are in Australia studying a diploma course or a certificate level course, they will be able to apply for a 2-year 485 visa no matter if their occupation is in the long-term list or a short-term list. Ashani, can you explain exactly what are we
Yeah,
talking
sure.
about to make it simple for our clients?
Sure. Until 30th of June, so this change will start from 1st of July. What used to happen, the subclass 485 visa used to have two streams, post-study work visa and graduate stream. So for graduate stream, this is the good news for the students who wanted to get a 485 in the graduate stream. They had to nominate an occupation from the medium to long-term list, and they had to go through the first step of the skill assessment in order to lodge a 485 visa. And they only got 1.5 years until very recently. From 1st of July, the requirement to get a provisional skill assessment and also the requirement to have an occupation on the medium to long-term list is scrapped. So it doesn't matter what you study, whether you study a course that's on the medium list or short-term list or whichever the list, it doesn't matter. As long as it's a 92 weeks course studied in Australia and complies with those conditions, you will get a 485 visa, which is such good news. And I think this was a change that we were all expecting, which is finally here.
So follow your dreams, not the permanent residency list. Okay, so now is the time to apply for an education that you wish to do and you've always dreamed of doing. So I'll give you a few examples and we'll take a viewpoint from Ashani, so how it's gonna, what difference has it come into play for these. So Ashani, let's say somebody was enrolled in a diploma of community services which was not in the long-term list. Yes. So they could not apply for a 485 visa. So what is the difference now?
So if you're enrolled in a community services course which is for 2 years, but that occupation was not in the medium to long term list, it doesn't matter anymore. As long as you complete this course within the given time frame and you fulfill the Australian study requirements, you can apply for a subclass 485 visa. And also diploma of nursing.
Absolutely. So that was my next
Yes.
example. So diploma of nursing was not in the list for a 485 visa. So that is going to change as well from 1st of July. So if you complete a diploma of nursing, you could apply for a 485 visa and then, maybe look for a job and,
That's right.
Can apply for state sponsorship in a
That's
regional
right.
area and follow your path towards a permanent residency visa.
Yeah, because with diploma of nursing, just the extending that example, you can become a enrolled nurse. So enrolled nurse is not on the long-term list, but it is on the short-term list, and there is a huge demand still for enrolled nurse, especially in regional areas. So now you can stop your studies at the diploma level. As long as it's a 2-year diploma, you can get your 485 for 2 years, and then you can get your registration, like you get your normal registration for a registered nurse, and follow your permanent residency pathway without any difference, just that you don't need to become a registered nurse anymore.
Ashani, some of the qualifications that do require a job-ready program, like the trade courses, what is the difference now? Can you explain to our clients as compared to what was before? So they used to have a 4-step job-ready program.
Yes.
So
So actually TRA has confirmed this today as well. So what used to happen, before we can lodge a 485 visa for these trade course students, we used to have to do a step called PSA, provisional skill assessment. So lodgement cost, I think it's about $300 application fees. So you have to lodge that first step and get a confirmation to say that, okay, now I have the first step, so can I lodge my 485 and then go with the 485. And your 485 visa will not even be granted until you have a result of this skill assessment. Now they can completely ignore that step. They can go with their normal job ready program, the 3-step process. So it was 4 steps, now it's only 3 steps, and they can go and get their normal skill assessment still in 1 year. But I just want to point out, I was a bit concerned for the students as well. Because of the PSA requirement, everybody, all the agents and everybody used to mention that and get it done. But now there is no PSA requirement. Please don't forget that if you want your skill assessment for job ready program, you still have to go through the 3 steps.
Absolutely.
Because they can easily miss that from my understanding.
I know.
Because they don't need the PSA anymore. But don't forget, you still need to go through the job ready program if you need a skill assessment. So do go through those steps, even though you are going to get your 485. That's not the end. That is just a borrowed time to be ready for your permanent residency.
Absolutely. Thank you very much, Ashani. And guys, if you have any further questions regarding this information session today about this news, so please feel free to comment in the comment box below or contact us on any of the media or phone numbers, WhatsApp, through our website, and we'll be more than happy to answer to your questions and reply back to you in a decent time frame. Can't promise it today, but we will definitely get back to you. And anybody wanting to study in Australia, if you want a pathway, please feel free to discuss your future career pathways with us. We're giving a free consultation. Again, contact us through any of the medias given down there, or put your questions in the comment box and we'll be more than happy to answer. Thank you very much for joining us today, and we'll be back again next week with more information and live sessions to follow.
Thank you, guys.